Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make beaded watermelon slice earrings. Let's get started. So to make your earrings you'll need 6 pound fireline. You'll also need your earring findings of your choice. You'll need your beading needle and you'll need 4 different colours of size 11 delicate beads. You'll need a pink, a green, a white and a black. And these are the colour codes for the ones that I'm using, in case you want to do the same. For this design I would recommend using the delicate beads rather than the round seed beads. They just work better, fit together better for this design. So first of all, thread your needle with about an arm's length of fireline and then pick up 2 pink beads followed by 1 black bead and slide those down. Next you want to sew up into the first pink bead that you added, and that will make a circle. So for the pink part of the watermelon, what I do is just add the black beads randomly, which are supposed to be the seeds. So it's up to you if you want to follow my pattern exactly, or if not you can just go ahead and add the black beads when you feel it's necessary, as few or as many as you'd like. So carrying on, I'm going to pick up a black bead followed by a pink bead, and coming out of this one here I'm going to go straight into the next one. So that we have this. Now I'm going to pick up 2 pink beads and the same thing again, I'm going to be going into the next bead in the round. And again picking up 2 pink beads and coming out of the black one, I'm going to go into the next bead and then also up into the one above that, as you can see. So now we have this. So now I'm going to pick up 1 pink bead and 1 white bead, and I'm coming out of this bead here and I'm going to go into the next one along. So now we have this. So now I'm going to be filling that little gap in there. So pick up 1 white bead, and so you're just going to skip over that one that's underneath and go into the next one that's sticking up on the corner. That one there. And so now we're on the corner again, so I'm going to pick up a white followed by a pink and go directly into the next bead along. So next pick up 1 pink bead, and again you're going to fill that gap that's on the side. So skip over the black bead underneath and go into the next pink one. So again we're at the corner, so we're going to pick up 2 beads. So this time I'm going to pick up a pink and a black, and coming out of one go into the next bead, just like that. And for the last side of the triangle, I'm going to pick up 1 pink bead and I'm going to skip over that one underneath, go into the black one and up into the one above that, so that I'm ready to start the next round. So I'm going through 2 beads there, as you can see. So now we have this. So now we're going to pick up one pink bead and one white bead again, and we're going to coming out of the pink bead, we're going to go directly into the white bead next to it. So we have this, and now as you can see there's two gaps this time that we're going to fill, and this time we're going to be picking up green beads. So pick up one green bead and you're going to go into the next white bead in the row. And then do the same again, pick up one green bead and you're going to go into the next white bead in the row. So now as we're on the corner again, we're going to pick up two beads, so pick up one white and one pink bead, and coming out of the white, go into that pink bead that's directly next to it. So then what you need to do is go ahead and carry on doing the same thing until you get to the end of this round of the triangle, just adding those pink beads in the spaces and adding two beads when you get to the corners. So once you get all the way around and you've filled in all those gaps, you're going to go through the last bead in the row and the one above it as well, those two pink beads on the corner. Okay, so now pick up a white bead followed by a green bead, and coming out of the pink on the corner, sew into the white one right next to it. So for this first side of the triangle, you're going to be adding green beads. So you'll add 3 green beads. And then once you reach the corner, you're going to add a green followed by a white bead, and coming out of the white one, you're going to go into the pink one right next to it. And so you have this, and now you need to go around until you get to the end of the triangle again, adding your pink and black beads, filling in all these gaps, and adding 2 beads on the corner. And then when you get to the last bead, again you're going to go through those 2 beads that are on that corner, so this time it's pink bead and a white bead. And then you've got this. So I'm going to pick up 2 green beads, coming out of the white, and sew down into the green one next to it. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps to fill this time. So for the first row it's green beads. So pick up your first green bead and sew into the next one that's sticking up in the row. And then continue with the green beads until you get to the end of that first row. So then once you reach that corner, you're going to pick up 2 green beads and go into the next bead along, which is the white bead. And then working on the next 2 sides of the triangle again, you're just going to go all the way around, adding your pink and black beads in all those spaces, just like we have been doing all the way through. And don't forget to add 2 beads when you get to the corner. So I'm adding the final bead of this row of the triangle. So coming out of a bead, skip one underneath and go into the white one and the green one above it. So now you should have this triangle, and what you need to do is go back to the start and make another triangle exactly the same. So once you've got 2 triangles that are the same, on one of them you can go ahead and tie off your working thread and your tail thread, and on the other one you want to leave your working thread and just tie off your tail thread. So now the one that you've left your working thread on, and starting from a corner, this time on the corners we're going to be adding 1 bead instead of 2 to give it that point of the triangle. So pick up one green bead, and coming out of this one you're going to go directly into the next one. And then what you're going to do is just the same as always, just skipping over a bead and going into that next one that's sticking up all the way around. So like I said, keep going all the way around, and don't forget when you get to corners you just need to add one bead instead of two, right until you get to the end of the triangle. So then when you get to the last one, you're going to go through those two green beads that are on the corner. So the last one in the row, and also that one that's the point of the triangle. So now you've got your two triangles, you need to take your smaller triangle and put it on top of your larger one. And if you've ever zipped up peyote stitch before, then you'll know what to do here. As you can see, there's the row of beads that are sticking up on the back triangle slot into the gaps on the front triangle. So we're going to be coming out of this corner bead on the back triangle, and so we need to first go through the next bead that's along on the front triangle, the one that's right next to it, the one on the corner there, and then you're going to need to go into the next bead on the back triangle. And you can see that they sort of slot into each other. So you're going to be going next into the next bead that's on the front triangle, which is this one. And when you pull that through, they'll just pop together. And so that's what you're going to be doing, zigzagging from front bead to back bead, front back, front back, front back, zigzagging your thread in and out all the way along, all the way around the whole of the triangle, right until you get to the very end. And I'm sure there's more detailed videos on how to zip up peyote stitch if you need to go and find them. And as you can see, it just zips it together. So go ahead and do that all the way around the triangle. So I've sewed all the way around the triangle, zipping it up, and I'm just about to finish the last part. And this is it, all zipped up, and it just really neatens the edges and finishes it off really nicely. And now I'm going to show you how to add the earring hooks. So you need to move your thread so that it's exiting out of that pink bead on the corner. So once you've got your thread exiting out of there, then you are going to pick up one pink bead, your earring hook, and your last pink bead. And then the thread's coming out of this side, and you're going to go into the bead on the other side to make a circle. And then you want to go back through those beads again a few times in order to secure it, make it really sturdy. And then your triangle is pretty much done. And it will get flat while you're working on it, so if you just squeeze it, by squeezing it on all sides, all three sides, it'll puff back up, or you can have it flat, depending what you prefer. So that's it finished, and now all you need to do is sew back through and tie off your working thread. So that's the finished earrings. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share any pictures with me on Instagram at BeadingbyHannah. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.